So I'm Kim McMahon. You all met Mark a little earlier. And, are you ready for me to go the first one?
I was just going to say, look, we have a number of things to award today, and there's no way we have enough time to really give everybody the time and acknowledgments that we need to. But we do want to tell people what happened, and please take the time offline and congratulate these people because they've done an incredible job. So we're going to go right into the Board of Directors Technical Leadership Awards. And the first one goes to Greg Favor. So Greg's from one of the founders of Ventana. This year he stepped up in huge ways. So like the basics were he was the vice chair of PRIV, took on the chair of PRIV, took on the leadership for the Architectural Review Committee, and then he is in, I would say, probably more than half of the ratified specs that occurred this year, and he brought a maturity and brilliance, and he's a gentleman and great to work with. So he's not here today. He was here yesterday, but at the end we're going to give everybody a hand, so we're going to hold off and give everybody a hand. But Greg just did an incredible job. Johnhauser, he was one of the originals, okay? So he's been working on RISC-V for a long time, and he also is a voice of reason. So when there's something tough in ratification and opcode assignments or how things are consistent with the rest of the stuff, John's the go-to guy. And plus, he pushed Hypervisor over the line, and everybody knows that Hypervisor was really important. So thank you very much, John.
Next.
Philip is here. He started as, again, the vice chair for software. He agreed to take on the chairmanship. And again, the biggest growth that we've had in any of the groups, rightfully so, is in software. And he is always contemplating how to make RISC-V more successful, and we're very grateful for him. And then finally, Wei Wu, also not here. It's hard to come from China for here, but Wei has done an incredible amount. He is the original development partner, so his folks were doing everything from simulators to compilers to proofs of concept to operating system ports, and he organized his whole set of groups to do that and helped us develop the program. And this was where I told you before, this is sort of this ecosystem piece that needed to be done that really wasn't appropriate for the ISA architects. And so Wei helped us start this. There are others. We have IIT Madras and Rios and some other groups, and we're hoping to expand it to North America and Europe this year. Wei started it. He also is starting the RISC-V lab, so you're going to have CI and regression testing, one button download, be able to tell if there was a regression, on QEMU relatively, through simulators between something that happened in January and something that happened in March. And he also runs the LLVM community group as well. So just an amazing amount of work, plus conferences for RISC-V. He was the chair for the China conference and stuff. So amazing job. And then we have a bunch of people who also we're recognizing. They didn't get the technical leadership awards, but they are incredible contributors, and we're very grateful for them. We're not going to go through all these names, but if you see these folks, please thank them very much. We would not have been able to do what we did without them. And then the ratification awards. So quickly, we want to just recognize, what did we actually ratify? You hear 15, like what is it? So bit manipulation, Krista is the acting chair there and helped drive the stuff through. Cache management stuff, and again, there's a very big variety. Dave Kruckmeyer, Dr. Howe, Crypto Scalar, Richard Newell and Derek Atkins, and these are big things. You got to take a look at some of these things in detail. Trust execution environment, morphing into memory protection. Nick's here, in case you guys haven't seen him, he's around. The floating point in integer registers, unfortunately at the last moment, Tarek had a beg off from coming, but him and Nidal pushed this thing through, and it's really important stuff. I mean, same thing with half-width, floating point. These are all meant to be for embedded and helping out embedded. And then the last half of these, then I'll hand it back to you. Hypervisor we talked about. Vector, of course, Krista and Roger. The privilege stuff, again, Greg, and everybody knows Andrew. And finally, virtual memory, Dan Lustig, he did the weak memory ordering, He's continued to work on this tirelessly in his own time, and then Andrea helping us out as well. So, you know, after we do the community stuff, we'll give everybody a big hand.
Yep.
I'll hand it off to you.
Thank you, Mark. This is the first year that we have done the community awards. I mean, we know how hard our technical community works, but our technical groups, excuse me, but also people in the community work very hard on helping us build that contributor model, our visibility, all those kinds of things. So we did have our winner for our Community Contributor Award is Drew Festini. And this is in recognition of his leadership, evangelism, community outreach, bringing the community together. He did so many different meetup groups on our community platform. He started RISC-V open hours. Drew is representing and speaking on RISC-V at multiple events throughout the year. So we're very—
And in task groups. He's active in task groups as well. So
thank you, Mark.
Right,
yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so he really does a lot for RISC-V, and we wanted to give Drew this top contributor award for his contributions. And then we had a number of other people also recognized, and I don't have individual pictures for all of these people, but Akira Tsukamoto, Alan Baum, Anoop, Bruce, Gaj, Jim, Mao, Nick, Nicholas, Nicolay, you can read them with me, Olaf, Philip, Robert, Tarek, and Wei. And these are people that, you know, they did work in the technical community, many of these, but they also did a lot in the community. So we do thank them. We can't do this without you, and we really thank them for their efforts. So I also want to give a huge special shout out and a huge special thank you to two people who have been invaluable to me since joining the organization, and who have turned into really good friends of mine. And that is Ted Morena from Western Digital and Celeste Cooper at Marvell. They worked with Callista and the team, I think even pre-Callista, on all the RISC-V marketing and visibility efforts. And when I came in, we clicked immediately, we got along really well, and they have been invaluable with working with me in what we have done with RISC-V here in the 18 months I got here, as well as all of the work they did prior. So I want to give a special award to them. And I also want to welcome, we have some new marketing chairs, and since a couple of them are here, I think all of them might be here, I wanted to have you meet them all. And Jonah will be leading our marketing committee, Rob will be leading our events committee, and Omar will be leading our content committee. And I'm looking forward to working with all of them and continuing to build on what we've all been doing. And with that, if you were in this presentation, come on up, let's get some pictures. And everybody, give them a big round of applause. There we go, come on up. Come on up, come on. This is awesome. Thank you, my good friend, thank you. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, back to my notebook, because we have another great presentation. Here we go.